I had my very first encounter with the Porsche Taycan. What do I think of it? And how does this compare to Tesla? Let me tell you. Hi, I'm Joy. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time watching my videos, I document my Tesla Model 3 owner experience to help new and future owners learn more about this car. If you find my videos helpful and informative, please consider subscribing. A week ago, I attended my very first Tesla Club meetup at the Westminster Supercharger in California. While I was mingling there, meeting my Twitter followers and YouTube subscribers and other wonderful Tesla owners, one of my Twitter followers, Les, told me that across the parking lot, there was a Porsche Taycan charging at the Electrify America charging station. I have not seen the Taycan in person nor witnessing the Electrify America charger in action. So I made a beeline over there to check out this car. First, let me share with you the clip I shot when I first encountered the Taycan and Electrify America. And then I will share more about my view and how this compares to Tesla. I was at a Tesla meetup event across the parking lot over there when one of my Twitter followers, Les, told me that there is a Porsche Taycan charging at the Electrify America charging stations here. I had no idea. This is my first time encountering the Electrify America charging stations and my very first time seeing the Porsche Taycan in person. This is a gorgeous car. Beautiful, beautiful color, design, everything is beautiful. And this Electrify America station supposedly goes up to 150 kilowatt. And the test driver that I was just chatting with told me that there's another Electrify America station in Gardena, California that actually goes up to 350 kilowatt. That is even faster than the Tesla V3 250 kilowatt supercharger. So this is great. I love it. And hopefully in the future, there'll be no more gas stations. It will all just be these charging stations. And taking a closer look, sorry, it's really loud, at the Electrify America charger, it tells you on the screen the state of charge. And this is where you would swipe or insert or even use your Apple Pay to pay for your charging session. And right now it's not displaying it, but earlier it was telling me how much the session is, how many kilowatt hour it's been charging, and it gives you all that information right on this big screen. It looks really nice. Here it is. So charging time, charging cost, and energy delivered, and the state of charge. I like the design of this, and it just unfortunate that this is not integrated like Tesla superchargers where it's all linked to our accounts. We don't have to worry about putting our cards or whatever, but hopefully in the future these will all be integrated and it will just be a seamless charging experience for everybody. So this is my little encounter with the Taycan, and what a beautiful car. Really well done, Porsche. And I hope that you'll make another version that's more affordable and mass market it like Tesla, so that more people will be inclined to switch over to electric vehicles. So as you saw, my very first impression of the Taycan, by the way, I looked it up, it's supposed to be called Taycan, not Taycan. It is absolutely a gorgeous car. Of course, Porsche is a luxury brand and they've been designing cars for a long time. And they are known for the design of their car that is really eye-pleasing. So the Taycan did not disappoint. Unfortunately, I was not able to sit inside or to take a closer look at the interior because the test driver told me that I could only do this from the exterior. So maybe they are still refining the interior a little bit. That's just my guess. But when I peeked inside, the seats looked really comfortable. The only thing that I didn't like about the Taycan interior is that it still had the traditional instruments, the traditional car instruments inside with a bunch of buttons and scrolls. And it was not as minimalistic as the Tesla Model 3 interior, that very clean and sleek looking design. But the interior did look very luxurious and super comfortable. So kudos to Porsche for designing this car, making it eye-pleasing, and they're starting to market this heavily. The other thing you may have noticed from that clip is that the charging rate at the Electrify America is more expensive than the Tesla superchargers. I have had reactions from my Twitter followers saying that, oh, this is so much more expensive than charging a Tesla at a supercharger. But the thing is, Tesla at any time can raise their supercharging rate. They already did this about a year ago, and I suspect that they will probably raise the rates again pretty soon. Last time they raised it from 28 cents in my area per kilowatt hour, now to 31 or 32 cents per kilowatt hour. And they also changed some of the supercharging rates to time-based rather than kilowatt-hour based as well. So a little tidbit for all you new Tesla owners out there when you go supercharging. My encounter with the Taycan actually was pretty timely because just a couple of days prior to that, in Twitterverse, Tesletter, a Twitter account that I've been following for a while, mentioned that they were kind of disappointed that Bill Gates decided to buy a Taycan as his first EV rather than a Tesla. And Elon replied to Tesletter's tweet saying that his conversations with Bill Gates have been underwhelming. It sort of blew up on media. A lot of Tesla owners came out basically putting down Bill Gates and Porsche Taycan, saying that, oh, why would he not pick a Tesla? Why would he pick a Taycan? Taycan sucks. It's super expensive. The range sucks. There's no charging networks, blah, 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 blah. But I see this differently. First of all, Bill Gates can buy whatever EV he wants. If he likes the look of Taycan, he wants to spend that $185,000 and upward for this EV, let him do it. Why criticize him? He is finally transitioning to an EV. We should all cheer about this. Secondly, don't put down Porsche and their effort of trying to finally pushing out an EV. Yes, the Taycan is super expensive. The range may not be as great as the Tesla lineup, and there may not be a robust charging network yet. However, keep in mind that when Tesla started making electric vehicles, they had the same thing. The Roadster was $200,000. It did not have great range. And they had to learn from making that first EV to scale up for the mass market and figure out how to make an affordable EV with great battery range and along with all the wonderful technologies that came with it. So please don't knock down Porsche for their efforts. We should all again cheer that Porsche is making an EV and they're trying to sell this thing. If you watched the Super Bowl game a month ago and followed the commercials, you would have recognized a trend that the car commercials that companies spend millions and millions of dollars on, the majority of them were pushing their electric vehicles. And this is a great thing. As a Tesla owner and a fan, I am not knocking down on other companies coming out with their own electric vehicles just because They may not have navigate on autopilot or smart summon or some of the other technology features that Tesla has. Everyone has their preference. Like Bill Gates may like the look of Taycan. He does not care about all these self-driving technologies, but he prefers a more luxurious and comfortable interior and still just drive the car instead of driving a gas car. Now he's switching over to an EV to help out the environment. It's totally fine, and I rejoice with those that have EVs and not just Teslas. And this really is what the Tesla mission is all about, is to accelerate the world transition into sustainable energy. With other auto companies coming out with their EVs, and as Electrify America, ChargePoint, Volta, and all these other EV charging stations expand, the future is going to be electric vehicle. There will be a wide range of EVs for people to choose from. And I personally am very happy to see that transition taking place. With all that said though, since this is a Tesla channel and I am a fan of Tesla, Tesla's technology is so far ahead of all the other auto companies coming out with their EV. About 2 weeks ago, I saw an article being shared on Twitter that a major Japanese automotive company, their engineers took apart a Tesla Model 3 and looked at specifically the Hardware 3 or FSD, full self-driving computer system. Their conclusion at the end of the teardown was the technology that Tesla has is at least 6 years ahead of everyone else in the marketplace. What's more is when Tesla has so many of these cars on the road with the full self-driving computers, the automotive supply chain is going to be heavily impacted and it may even die. This is a testament to Elon Musk's vision and his brilliance and everybody that is working at Tesla, making this company and the products so far ahead of the competition that everyone else is going to take years to catch up to them. So if you're still sitting on the fence about getting a Tesla, please consider this as a great pro point, because Tesla's platform and technology is so advanced that we can update our car just like that through an over-the-air software update. Today, my car has these features. I could go to sleep, and while I'm sleeping, the car may be downloading new software update, and next morning I wake up. Tomorrow, I have a car with brand new features, and it will be like a brand new car to drive. That is the biggest advantage that Tesla has over other EVs right now. So this is my thought after my encounter with the Porsche Taycan and how I can clearly see that Tesla is disrupting the entire automotive industry and the impact it has on the entire automotive industry. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Make comments down below and ask me questions. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed week.